Hi there, I'm interviewing Gloria Murray of Murray Associates based in Scotland and specifically in Glasgow today. And the reason I'm interviewing Gloria is because she's featured in this latest book, The Business Owner's Guide to the UK's Best Accountancy Practices. Hi there, Gloria.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Now, just to explain a little bit more about the purpose of this book, the purpose is really to highlight to the business owners out there, business owners like you watching this video right now, that there are accountants that will do much more for you than simply producing accounts and management information. In fact, they'll go much further beyond that. The accountants that qualify to feature in this book have demonstrated they have a proven track record for helping businesses really grow by measuring and improving the numbers that really matter to the businesses and the business owners behind them, helping those business owners become much more successful and enjoyable to run. Gloria, would you tell us a little bit more about your accountancy practice, please?
Yep, I set up my accountancy practice over 20 years ago because I realised there was many accountants out there that were not serving business owners terribly well. A lot of accountants have got no experience in the business world and they just see their job as being closeted away in their little office, producing numbers that are only meaningful to HMRC and Companies House. I realised there was a need for someone who understood real life business and not just the theory of it. I'd spent several years in a wide range of careers before I trained to become an accountant. So I brought a breadth of knowledge with me into the accountancy field. And I see my role as helping business owners to interpret their numbers in a way that's meaningful to them. It actually helps them to grow their business and allows them to develop the skills that they need to become excellent entrepreneurs. And that's the reason why I run the mentoring programs now. And I've also won several awards, which I'm very proud of, for my work in the business and accountancy fields. And I got a mention a few months ago in the book, The World's Most Inspiring Accountants.
I was just about to mention that. I don't know if you saw me take a breath, but actually, as you mentioned all of this, I was just about to say, this is the reason why you are a multi-award winning accountancy practice. Yes, I have that book in front of me right now. You're featuring the world's most inspiring accountants and another book as well, the UK's Best Accountancy Practices, as well as the awards, the numerous awards that you continue to win for the great stuff that your practice is doing. That's fantastic. Gloria, you're an AVN accountant. Could you tell us a bit more about what that means for the business owners that you work with?
Yeah, I joined AVN many years ago because it was so progressive and it spoke my language about helping business owners to grow. Because I'm a member of AVN, it means I've got access to many tools that I use daily to help clients, things like benchmarking. Very few accountants offer business owners the chance to compare the results to their competition. And that's really interesting stuff to know where your strengths and weaknesses are. And this is something that I do with most clients annually. Another great tool that I use is Business Potential. And this lets me examine in depth what a business owner needs to do to achieve the results they want. And sometimes after we've done that, we've got to help them completely rethink their business model because it just won't help them achieve what it is that they want in the way that they're currently running it. And I also know that I've got the backup of AVN because they're always way ahead of any new developments that are happening. And that's really important in today's ever-changing business environment.
It is. And given that you mentioned earlier about I suppose I'm using this as a link. You mentioned more having the practical experience on business rather than the theory. Could you share with us maybe a case study, an example of where you've helped one of your business owner clients change their business in maybe a way that a typical accountant might not get so involved with?
Yeah, I've got several examples, so it's kind of difficult to narrow it down. But I could tell you about Kerry because I know she's really happy for me to share her numbers. When I met Kerry, she owned a wax bar in Glasgow. Her business was growing, but not quite as fast as she would have liked. And it wasn't helped that our last accountant had made an absolute muck-up when they'd moved her from being a sole trader to a limited company. This accountant had lost her around £60,000 in tax savings, which, I got really annoyed about. But she also ended up with a director's loan account where she owed the company money, and she couldn't understand why. So we liaised with our old accountant and actually managed to save her about £5,000 in tax. We also put a better bookkeeping system in place for her. and we meet with her regularly to review her numbers. But not only that, she felt that she really wanted to fast track her business, so she joined our mentoring group. And within 7 months, she had increased her turnover by £250,000. Now, when she told me this, I didn't believe her. I thought she'd made a mistake. So I had to actually log into her cloud accounting, her bookkeeping system that we'd set up for her, so that I could actually verify those numbers. And, you know, they were true. So that was absolutely fantastic. And that's made a huge difference to her life. She's expanded. She's now got another wax bar in Falkirk, and just recently has opened one in Aberdeen as well. And next stop, England, I think.
Brilliant. I'm sure, Gloria, without a doubt, there'll be many business owners watching this wanting to maybe find out how they could increase their turnovers and profits and personal income in much the same way as you've described there. But I suppose, firstly, what are the kind of clients that you prefer to work with?
Well, I only work with micro and small businesses, so anyone with a turnover under £6.5 million, that's really what that means. But, you know, I love working with people who are passionate about what they do and who want to improve and be the best within their industry. Most of my clients tend to be within the service sectors. I specialise within the hair and beauty sector of the service industries, but I've got a fair smattering of things like tattoo artists, and also I've got professional therapists, so things like physiotherapists and psychologists as well. And I've got some writers too, because I really understand the vagaries of their particular industry. But, you know, really the main criteria that I have is that they really want to grow their business and that they're not looking for a bog standard accountant to just churn out a set of accounts for them. We don't see ourselves as a sausage factory for accounts and tax returns. We see our job as working for the business owner, not for HMRC or Companies House.
That sounds brilliant. So let's say I'm a business owner that sort of fits the description you've just shared. What should I do now if I wanted to learn a little bit more about how maybe you could work with me and benefit my business?
Probably a good idea to actually check out my website, and that would give you a bit of an inkling of where I come from. And obviously if you wanted to call or get in contact, I'd be really happy to have a chat with you. But I find that part of the problem that many business owners have is that they don't know what their accountant should or could be doing for them. And that's why I've produced an easy to follow checklist of things that you can ask your accountant or ask a new accountant. If you'd like a copy of that, all you need to do is go to the website, which is www.murrayassociates.co.uk, and have a look at the top of the page for total accounting solutions. Go into that part of the menu and you'll find the link there for that. And you can also see that down the bottom of the page here. But one of the things that more people were saying to me was that they really wanted a safe place where they could go and ask questions. So I've set up a Facebook group called Knowing Your Numbers. It's an area where you can go and ask a question, get an answer to the questions that you might feel a little bit shy about asking your accountant because you might think that they'll make you feel a bit stupid about it. As far as I'm concerned, there are no stupid questions, just questions that you don't know the answer to. So it's a really safe environment to go and find out more things, because I think it's really important that you as a business owner have got an understanding of your numbers yourself that you can use and that we can help you to deepen and you can use to run your business in a much better manner. And that again will be down the bottom.
Yeah, that's perfect. We'll make sure that's at the bottom of this interview. Gloria, thank you very much. If I'm a business owner watching this now who is really interested in working with you much more closely, I think the first action I would probably take you to download that report, that checklist that you mentioned, because I can find out just how my current accountant is faring right now. So maybe that should be the first action, and maybe get onto that Facebook group as well. So that's my recommendation. Gloria, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. It's been an inspiring interview for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much.